The Andes, implacable, eternal. For centuries, they have stood silent sentinel over secrets whispered on the wind, secrets of empires built and shattered, secrets of a hunger that drove men to the edge of madness. November 16th, 1532, Cajamarca. Here, in the shadow of the mountains, the Inca Empire, a civilization that had touched the sky, met its brutal end. A handful of Spanish conquistadors, led by the iron fist of Francisco Pizarro, brought an entire people to their knees. 5,000 Inca warriors, unarmed and defenseless, Atahualpa, the god king, captured. The sun had set on the Inca world. But for Pizarro, the conquest was only the beginning. His eyes were fixed on a prize far greater than empire: gold, the legendary riches of the Inca, a treasure that would make kings weep with envy. They plundered temples, melted down sacred artifacts, stripped bare the very soul of a civilization. Mountains of gold, enough to fill the holds of 1,000 ships, flowed back to Spain. But even as they gorged themselves on Inca treasure, a new whisper began to circulate, a fever dream that gripped their hearts. A tale of a city forged not of stone, but of pure gold. A place where the very ruler was bathed in golden dust. A king they called El Dorado, the Golden One. This was no mere legend. They had seen the proof. The Muisca, masters of gold, and a sacred lake high in the Andes, Guatavita. Here they witnessed a ritual beyond imagining. A new chief, naked, coated in gold from head to toe, offering treasures to the depths. Before plunging into the icy water, a living god reborn. This is the story of El Dorado, the most famous treasure that never was.
The Andes Mountains, jagged and imposing, stand as silent witnesses to a pivotal moment in history, November 16th, 1532. On this fateful day, the seemingly invincible Inca Empire, a civilization that had flourished for centuries, crumbled before the might of a small band of Spanish conquistadors. Led by Francisco Pizarro, a man driven by an insatiable hunger for wealth and glory, the Spanish captured Atahualpa, the last Sapa Inca, the emperor believed by his people to be a living god. The ensuing massacre of 5,000 unarmed Incan warriors in Cajamarca was a chilling display of European military superiority and a brutal prelude to the systematic dismantling of an empire. Pizarro, however, was not merely a conqueror, he was a plunderer, his eyes fixated on the legendary riches of the Inca. Gold, in quantities that staggered the European imagination, adorned the temples and palaces of the Inca. As Pedro Cieza de León, a soldier and chronicler of the conquest, wrote in his Crónicas del Perú, "In one of these palaces, there was a garden in which the earth was lumps of fine gold, and it was cunningly planted with stalks of corn that were of gold, stalk, leaves, and ears." This vivid description highlights the sheer abundance of gold that fueled the Spanish frenzy. The systematic looting of the Inca Empire began. Temples were stripped bare, golden artifacts melted down into ingots, and the wealth of a civilization was shipped across the ocean to fill the coffers of the Spanish crown. But even as the Inca gold flowed into Europe, whispers of another, even greater source of riches began to circulate among the conquistadors. These were tales of a city, a kingdom, where gold was not merely a symbol of wealth, but the very fabric of existence. A place where the streets were paved with gold, the buildings constructed from it, and the ruler himself was covered in it. This was the legend of El Dorado, the Golden One. Driven by this intoxicating legend, the conquistadors ventured beyond the conquered Inca territories, pushing deeper into the uncharted heart of South America. They braved treacherous jungles teeming with unknown dangers, navigated the labyrinthine waterways of the Amazon, and scaled the dizzying heights of the Andes, their eyes constantly searching for any sign of the fabled Golden City. They were not merely explorers, They were treasure hunters, fueled by a potent cocktail of greed, ambition, and a near-religious belief in the existence of El Dorado. This belief was further reinforced when they encountered the Muisca, an indigenous civilization that thrived in the highlands of present-day Colombia. The Muisca, unlike the Inca, did not build vast empires or monumental cities. Their power resided not in territorial conquest, but in their mastery of gold work and their complex spiritual beliefs. Spanish chroniclers like Juan de Castellanos were astounded by the Muisca's skill with gold. In his epic poem Elegías de Varones Ilustres de Indias, Castellanos describes their artistry. They are great artificers of gold, and whatever they make is very perfect. They cast it, they make hollow figures, they solder it with great skill, and they make of it whatever they will and whatever is desired of them. The Muisca created intricate gold objects, tunjos, votive figures, jewelry, masks, and elaborate pectorals, often depicting animals, deities, and scenes from their mythology. But it was the Muisca's unique ritual at Lake Guatavita that truly cemented the connection between them and the legend of El Dorado. This sacred lake, nestled high in the Andes, was the stage for a ceremony of profound spiritual significance. Gonzalo Fernández de Oviedo y Valdés, in his Historia General y Natural de las Indias, provides a detailed, though perhaps embellished, account. The Indians say that in that lake is a great sum of gold and riches, and that the gold that the cacique, chief, offers is very much. He goes naked, covered only with a paste of fragrant resins, and over this the gold dust is applied from head to foot, as thick as salt is sprinkled on food, and thus arrayed he goes to make his sacrifice. The Spanish, upon hearing these accounts, were captivated. Here, they believed, was the origin of the El Dorado legend. The Golden Man was not a mythical king, but the Muisca leader participating in the Lake Guatavita ceremony. The lake itself, they reasoned, must be a vast repository of gold, accumulated over centuries of ritual offerings. As Juan Rodriguez Fraile, a later chronicler born in Bogotá, wrote in his work El Carnero, this is the ceremony that became the famous El Dorado, which has cost so many lives and fortunes. The conquistadors' logic, though flawed, was understandable. They saw a civilization that used gold in abundance, a ritual that involved casting gold into a lake, and a legend of a golden city. In their minds, these elements coalesced into a single, compelling narrative. El Dorado was not a myth, but a hidden Muisca capital. The ensuing search for El Dorado became one of the most epic and ultimately tragic chapters in the history of the Spanish conquest. Expeditions, often led by ruthless and ambitious men, ventured into the unknown, driven by the tantalizing prospect of unimaginable riches. They found gold, yes, but never in the quantities they envisioned. They encountered indigenous resistance, succumbed to disease, and often turned on each other in their desperation. The legend of El Dorado, however, persisted. It evolved and adapted, taking on new forms and meanings. It became a metaphor for the insatiable human desire for wealth and the destructive power of greed. It also became a symbol of the unknown, the unexplored, and the enduring allure of the mythical. Even today, the name El Dorado evokes a sense of mystery and wonder, a reminder of a time when the world was still full of uncharted territories and the possibility of discovering something truly extraordinary. Nestled high in the heart of the sacred valley of the Incas, near Cusco, Peru, lies a fortress that has puzzled historians, archaeologists, and explorers for centuries: Ollantaytambo. This ancient site is more than just a ruin. It's a testament to an engineering prowess that seems almost impossible for its time. As the morning sun casts its golden hues over the towering stone terraces and colossal monoliths, one can't help but wonder, how did the ancient builders achieve such architectural perfection without modern tools? What secrets are locked within these stones that have stood silent for over half a millennium? The story of Ollantaytambo begins long before the Spanish conquest of the Americas. Though the town itself was established by Emperor Pachacuti in the 15th century, evidence suggests that the area was inhabited much earlier. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 1530s, they were awestruck by the grandeur of the Inca constructions. Chronicler Pedro Sancho de la Hoz wrote, no human force unaided by machines of great power could have moved such enormous masses. One of the most astounding features of Ollantaytambo is the Temple of the Sun. Perched atop a steep hill, it is composed of massive stone blocks, some weighing up to 140 tons. These stones were quarried from a mountainside over 6 kilometers away, across the Urubamba River and a deep valley. The logistics of moving these megaliths baffle modern engineers. The stones are so precisely cut and fitted that even a razor blade cannot slip between them. How was this level of precision achieved with the technology available at the time? Adding to the mystery are the enigmatic carvings and symbols etched into the stones. Some researchers believe that Ollantaytambo was more than a fortress. It was a cosmic observatory, a place where the heavens met the earth. The site's alignment with celestial bodies suggests a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. Could the Incas have possessed knowledge far beyond what we give them credit for? Theories abound about how Ollantaytambo was constructed. Some suggest that the Incas employed a technique of stone softening, using plant extracts to render the hard granite malleable. This would explain the seamless joints and the flowing shapes of some stones. However, this theory lacks concrete evidence and remains in the realm of speculation. A fascinating comparison can be made with the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Both structures involve massive stone blocks, precise construction, and astronomical alignments. Yet, they were built by civilizations that had no contact with each other. This parallel raises thought-provoking questions about the capabilities of ancient societies and whether there is a common thread in human ingenuity. Nearby discoveries further enhance our understanding of the Inca civilization. The agricultural terraces of Moray reveal a sophisticated knowledge of agronomy and microclimates. These concentric terraces simulate different environmental conditions, allowing the Incas to experiment with crop cultivation. The salt mines of Maras, a network of thousands of salt evaporation ponds, showcase advanced techniques in resource management. These sites, along with Ollantaytambo, paint a picture of a society that was highly advanced, innovative, and in harmony with nature. First-hand accounts from local inhabitants provide invaluable insights. Maria Quispe, a Quechua elder from the region, shares stories passed down through generations. Our ancestors listened to the mountains and the stars. They knew secrets that the modern world has forgotten. The stones speak, and we must learn to hear them again. Her words echo a deep connection between the people and the land, suggesting that the construction of Ollantaytambo was as much a spiritual endeavor as it was an architectural one. Another conspiracy theory suggests that Ollantaytambo was built by a lost civilization predating the Incas, possibly the megalithic builders known as the Pirujas. Advocates of this theory argue that the Incas merely inherited and expanded upon existing structures. They point to differences in construction techniques and the weathering of certain stones as evidence. Could there have been an ancient civilization with technology surpassing that of the Incas, now lost to history? From a rational standpoint, most archaeologists agree that the Incas built Ollantaytambo using ingenious methods and sheer human effort. They likely employed a combination of rope, lever, and ramp systems to move the stones. Studies have shown that with sufficient manpower, potentially thousands of workers, and knowledge of simple machines, it's feasible to transport and position massive stones. The precise stonework could be the result of patient craftsmanship, using stone hammers and abrasives to achieve smooth surfaces and tight joints. Geologically, the region provides clues to the construction techniques. The presence of natural ramps and the discovery of unfinished stones along the route from the quarry suggest a step-by-step process. The Incas' deep understanding of their environment enabled them to exploit natural features to their advantage. An interesting fact is that the name Ollantaytambo itself carries meaning. Derived from Ollantay, a warrior in an Incan legend, and Tambo, meaning resting place or inn, It reflects the site's historical significance as both a military stronghold and a hub of activity. As we delve into the mysteries of Ollantaytambo, we're reminded of the words of philosopher Arthur C. Clarke. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Perhaps what seems impossible to us was entirely within the realm of possibility for the Incas, guided by their unique knowledge and worldview. In the heart of the Andes Mountains, cloaked in the veils of history and myth, stands a fortress that defies explanation. Welcome to Sacsayhuaman, an ancient stronghold perched high above the former Inca capital of Cusco. This monumental structure challenges everything we know about the capabilities of early civilizations. Imagine colossal stones, some weighing over 200 tons, intricately carved and fitted together without a single drop of mortar. The precision is astounding. Not even a blade of grass can slip between the stones. Modern machinery would struggle to lift these boulders, yet they were maneuvered into place by a civilization that, according to mainstream history, lacked the wheel, iron tools, and even a written language. How did they accomplish such a feat? As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Sacsayhuaman, we find ourselves questioning everything we thought we knew about the Inca and their predecessors. The fortress not only showcases advanced engineering, but also embodies a profound understanding of astronomy and cosmology. The zigzagging walls are believed to represent the teeth of a puma, a sacred animal in Inca mythology, aligning the structure with symbolic and celestial elements. Beneath the surface, legends whisper of a time before the Inca, when a lost civilization possessed knowledge and technologies now forgotten. Central to these tales is Viracocha, a deity revered as the creator of all things. According to lore, Viracocha and his companions taught the people essential skills, including advanced stone masonry and architecture. Could these myths be echoes of a real, advanced society that predated the Inca Empire? Archaeological evidence adds weight to these legends. The Quilque culture, which inhabited the region from 900 to 1200 AD, constructed structures near Sacsayhuaman, hinting at their possible involvement in its early stages. The architectural style of the fortress differs significantly from typical Inca constructions, featuring megalithic stones with up to 12 angles, perfectly fitted together, a level of sophistication unseen in other Inca sites. The fortress's alignment with celestial events further deepens the enigma. During the winter solstice, the sun's rays align precisely with specific angles of the walls, coinciding with Inti Raymi, the festival of the sun. This suggests that Sacsayhuaman was not merely a military stronghold, but also served ceremonial and astronomical purposes. The expansive open spaces and strategically placed structures may have functioned as observatories where priests and astronomers monitored celestial movements, integrating their observations into agricultural planning and religious ceremonies. Yet, one of the most baffling aspects remains. How were these enormous stones quarried, transported and assembled with such precision? The Inca did not have the wheel or draft animals capable of moving such weights. Some theories suggest they used ropes, levers, and sheer manpower, but these explanations often fall short of accounting for the site's complexity and the sophistication of its construction techniques. Intriguing features like scoop-like marks on the stones, bulging faces, and mysterious protrusions known as nubs add to the puzzle. These characteristics are not only unique, but also consistent across other megalithic sites worldwide, hinting at a possible connection or shared knowledge among ancient civilizations. The scoop marks suggest advanced tools or methods of stone softening, while the bulging stones and nubs may have served structural or symbolic purposes yet to be fully understood. Scientific investigations have proposed various theories. Some suggest the stones are geopolymers, an ancient form of concrete poured into molds. In 2012, a team of Russian geophysicists analyzed the limestone and found anomalies that support this idea. They hypothesized that the limestone was crushed, heated in extensive bonfires, and then molded into shape. However, questions remain. If the stones were molded, Why create such massive blocks? And how did these materials withstand earthquakes that toppled newer constructions? Geological studies offer another perspective. The nearby Rodadero Formation, known for historical volcanic activity, may have subjected the limestone to intense heat, causing recrystallization. This could explain the stone's durability and precise fit, but it raises new questions. What technology could ancient builders have used to harness such heat, and how did they apply it so effectively? As we explore these possibilities, we must consider the legends of the Viracochas. Could these stories be more than myth? Did an advanced civilization, perhaps with knowledge of manipulating stone at a molecular level, pass down their techniques to the Inca? The reverence the Inca had for Sacsayhuaman suggests they viewed it as part of a sacred heritage, possibly inherited from their predecessors. Spanish chroniclers noted that even the Inca spoke of the fortress as a legacy from a time before their own. Standing before the towering walls of Sacsayhuaman, one can't help but feel a connection to a distant past, a past where the lines between myth and reality blur. The fortress challenges us to rethink our understanding of history and the capabilities of ancient societies. The architectural anomalies, combined with astronomical alignments and unexplained construction techniques, suggest that Sacsayhuaman is more than a mere relic of Inca ingenuity. If you liked this video, then you're going to love our next adventure. Prepare to be amazed. Deep in the jungles of Cambodia, archaeologists made a stunning discovery. Using LiDAR technology, they uncovered a gigantic prehistoric structure, Angkor Wat, a sprawling temple complex. But Angkor Wat is just the beginning. LiDAR scans revealed a vast network of ancient cities and temples, built by a lost civilization predating the Khmer Empire. These structures challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient capabilities. Join us as we explore the breathtaking ruins of Angkor Wat with its intricate carvings and hidden chambers. We'll uncover the mysteries surrounding its construction and astronomical alignments. Prepare to be amazed as we unravel the secrets of this ancient civilization and their incredible technology. Hidden deep within the ancient city of Anuradhapura in Sri Lanka lies a mystery that has baffled historians and archaeologists for over a century. Amidst the lush greenery and ruins of Ranmasu Uyana, meaning Golden Fish Park, stands an enigmatic artifact known as the Sakala Chakra, or Universe Cycle. This 6-foot-wide rock carving, nestled almost inconspicuously among the remnants of a bygone era, defies explanation and challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations. At first glance, the Sakala Chakra appears as a series of 7 concentric circles, intersected by vertical and horizontal lines. Within these divisions are peculiar symbols: crossed circles, wave patterns, and umbrella-like shapes. Encircling the outer rim are depictions of marine creatures, fish, turtles, and crabs, adding to its cryptic allure. But what does it all mean? And who created this intricate design? What makes the Sakala Chakra particularly perplexing is its uniqueness. It doesn't resemble any known Buddhist iconography, despite being surrounded by some of the oldest and most significant Buddhist monuments in Sri Lanka. Moreover, it isn't mentioned in any of the meticulous records kept by the Anuradhapura Empire or the local monasteries, records that span over 1,000 years and detail everything from daily life to grand architectural projects. In the early 20th century, British archaeologist H.C.P. Bell stumbled upon this mysterious carving. He theorized that it represented a Buddhist map of the universe, with the concentric circles symbolizing cosmic layers and the marine life depicting the world of waters. However, his interpretation faced skepticism, as the carving didn't match any established Buddhist cosmology known elsewhere in the world. As scholars delved deeper, alternative theories emerged. Some suggested that the Sakala Chakra might be an ancient blueprint, a technical diagram for architectural or irrigation projects. But if it was a blueprint, what was it meant to construct? A more provocative idea surfaced when researchers noticed striking similarities between the carving's symbols and modern electrical diagrams. The concentric circles resembled electromagnetic waves, the umbrella shapes looked like satellite dishes, and certain patterns matched symbols for electrical components like inductors and circuits. Could it be that the Sakala Chakra is a schematic for an ancient technological device? Adding another layer to the mystery are local legends that speak of the Sakala Chakra as a stargate, a portal used by the gods to travel between worlds. According to these tales, the carving holds the key to unlocking this gateway, accessed through specific rituals or meditative practices. Even today, monks and spiritual seekers visit the site at night, attempting to tap into its supposed powers. In 2019, researcher Praveen Mohan conducted experiments at the site using electromagnetic field detectors. Astonishingly, he recorded intermittent energy emissions from the carving. Could there be a scientific basis for the Stargate legends? And if so, what implications does this have for our understanding of human history? To unravel the enigma of the Sakala Chakra, we must explore the broader context of Anuradhapura, a city that was once the heart of Sri Lankan civilization. Founded in 377 BCE, it thrived for over a millennium, becoming a center of culture, religion, and advanced knowledge. The ancient builders of Anuradhapura demonstrated remarkable expertise in astronomy. 3 of the city's main stupas are precisely aligned with stars in the constellation Orion. When connected, they mirror the triangle formed by Orion's belt, a feat requiring sophisticated astronomical understanding. Such alignments hint at a civilization deeply connected to the cosmos. Their engineering prowess didn't stop there. Anuradhapura boasted an intricate hydraulic system, a network of reservoirs, canals, and underground tunnels that managed water with astonishing efficiency. This system supported agriculture, sustained the city's population, and even fed the lush gardens of Ranmasu Uyana. Central to local lore is the figure of King Ravana, a legendary ruler mentioned in the ancient epic, the Ramayana. While depicted as an antagonist in some traditions, Sri Lankan narratives revere him as a wise and powerful king. Ravana is said to have been a polymath, a master of medicine, music, and technology. He is credited with inventing the Pushpaka Vimana, a flying machine described as a chariot that resembles a bright cloud in the sky. Could there be a connection between Ravana's advanced knowledge and the mysteries surrounding the Sakala Chakra? Some speculate that the carving might be linked to technologies or knowledge bestowed upon humanity by otherworldly beings, an idea echoed in the legends of gods descending from the skies. About 45 miles from Anuradhapura stands Sigiriya, a fortress atop a 600-foot rock column. This architectural marvel features sophisticated designs, including a massive water tank that never overflows or dries up, regardless of weather conditions. The walls are adorned with frescoes of celestial beings emerging from clouds, further fueling theories of extraterrestrial connections. As we piece together these fragments, the Sakala Chakra's cryptic symbols, the astronomical alignments, the legends of Ravana, and the unexplained energy emissions, a picture begins to form. It suggests the possibility of ancient knowledge far beyond what we have documented in our historical records. While mainstream science approaches these theories with caution, the allure of the unknown continues to captivate researchers and enthusiasts alike. The mysteries of Anuradhapura challenge us to question our assumptions about the past and remain open to discoveries that could redefine our understanding of human history. If you enjoyed this journey through time, our next adventure is going to blow you away. We're heading to Jordan's lost city of Petra. This ancient metropolis, carved directly into towering rock faces, is a masterpiece of engineering and artistry. Explore the intricate facades of the treasury, wander through monumental tombs, and uncover hidden temples. How did ancient civilizations create such a colossal structure without modern technology? We'll delve into Petra's mysteries, its ingenious water systems, advanced astronomical knowledge, and the secrets of the civilization who built it. In the heart of the dense, untamed jungles of Veracruz and Tabasco, Mexico, there lies a world shrouded in mystery and profound intrigue. Towering trees whisper ancient secrets as the canopy filters sunlight onto the forest floor, where time seems to stand still. What enigmatic stories are buried beneath these layers of earth and vegetation, waiting patiently to be unearthed? Today, we embark on a journey to delve into the depths of the Olmec civilization, the so-called mother culture of Mesoamerica that flourished long before the rise of the Maya and the Aztecs. Imagine yourself standing amidst the verdant foliage, the air thick with the scent of earth and the calls of unseen creatures. Suddenly, your gaze catches something out of place, a colossal stone face emerging from the ground, its features etched with an artistry unparalleled for its time. Who were the people capable of crafting such monumental sculptures over 3,000 years ago, without the tools and technology we consider essential today? The quest to uncover the secrets of the Olmec civilization began in 1862, when José María Melgar y Serrano stumbled upon the first colossal head at Tres Zapotes. Little did he know, this discovery was merely the tip of an iceberg that would captivate historians and archaeologists for generations to come. As the 20th century unfolded, pioneers like Matthew Stirling embarked on expeditions that would redefine our understanding of ancient Mesoamerican cultures. In the 1930s and 1940s, Stirling's excavations at San Lorenzo Tenochtitlan revealed a city that flourished between 1200 BCE and 900 BCE. Nestled near the Coatzacoalcos River in Veracruz, San Lorenzo spanned an astonishing 700 hectares, making it one of the largest urban centers of its time. It was not just its size that was impressive. The city boasted elaborate earthen mounds, expansive plazas, and an intricate drainage system carved from stone, a testament to the Olmec's engineering prowess. 10 of the 17 known colossal heads were unearthed here, each one a masterpiece of basalt artistry, their stoic faces silently guarding the legacy of their creators. But a question looms large. How did the Olmecs transport these massive stones, some weighing up to an incredible 50 tons, without the aid of the wheel or beasts of burden? The basalt used for the colossal heads was sourced from the Tuxtla Mountains, up to 80 kilometers away, a staggering distance given the era. As San Lorenzo began to wane around 900 BCE, possibly due to environmental changes or shifts in political power, another city rose to prominence, La Venta. Situated in present-day Tabasco on an island amid swamps, La Venta thrived until about 400 BCE. Here stands the Great Pyramid, an earthen mound soaring 34 meters high, comparable to a modern 10-story building. Excavations revealed that this pyramid was part of a larger complex aligned precisely along a north-south axis, hinting at an advanced understanding of astronomy and the cardinal directions. What celestial secrets did the Olmecs decode? Among the most intriguing artifacts from La Venta are the massive stone altars and thrones. Carved from colossal basalt slabs weighing up to 30 tons, the equivalent of 5 fully grown Tyrannosaurus rex dinosaurs, these structures depict figures emerging from niches or caves, possibly symbolizing portals to the spiritual world or realms beyond human reach. The intricate carvings of deities, jaguars, and hybrid creatures provide a vivid glimpse into Olmec mythology. Were these altars merely ceremonial platforms, or did they serve as sacred sites for rituals intended to bridge the earthly and the divine? The colossal heads, perhaps the most iconic symbols of the Olmec civilization, range from 1.17 to 3.4 meters in height. The largest among them towers as tall as a one-story building and weighs as much as 7 adult African elephants. Each head bears unique facial features and headdresses, leading many to believe they represent individual rulers or esteemed figures within Olmec society. Yet, their exact purpose remains a topic of fervent debate. Could they have been guardians, commemorations of leaders, or representations of gods? The mystery adds to their allure, inviting us to ponder the intentions of their long-gone sculptors. Delving deeper into the Olmec world, we encounter the Cascajal block, a stone tablet discovered in 1999 bearing 62 symbols arranged in what appears to be a deliberate sequence. Dated to around 900 BCE, it potentially represents the earliest known writing system in the Americas. However, the symbols remain undeciphered, adding another tantalizing layer of mystery. What stories, laws, or knowledge might this ancient script hold? Could cracking this code unlock new understanding of the Olmec's beliefs, governance, or daily life? The Olmecs were innovators, not just in art and architecture, but also in science and technology. They developed a process for creating rubber from the latex of the Castilla elastica tree, mixed with the juice of the Ipomoea alba vine. This early rubber was used to make balls for ceremonial games, bindings, and other practical items, a revolutionary use of natural materials that predates similar discoveries elsewhere in the world. As with any ancient civilization, theories abound regarding the Olmecs. Some speculate about transoceanic contacts, suggesting that similarities in art and iconography point to influences from African or Asian cultures. The distinctive facial features of the colossal heads have fueled such debates, though mainstream scholars generally find these theories lacking concrete evidence. As we piece together the fragments of the Olmec legacy, we are left with as many questions as answers. Their colossal sculptures and mysterious symbols paint the picture of a civilization far ahead of its time. The Olmecs set the foundation for subsequent Mesoamerican cultures, influencing the Maya and Aztecs in art, architecture, mathematics. What other secrets lie buried beneath the jungles of Mexico, waiting to be discovered by the next generation of explorers and scholars? Each new finding adds a piece to the puzzle, but also opens the door to new mysteries, challenging our perceptions and igniting our curiosity.
The Khmer Empire, known for its remarkable architectural achievements and extensive territorial reach, has been further illuminated by modern LiDAR technology. This advanced tool has allowed archaeologists to peer beneath the dense jungle canopy, uncovering hidden aspects of this ancient civilization.
And that is the center of the Khmer Empire, right there. That's the area that we're going to be looking at.
Two significant sites, Angkor and Mahendraparvata, have been the focus of extensive LiDAR surveys, revealing a wealth of previously unknown details about the empire's urban planning, water management, and agricultural practices. The Khmer Empire, particularly its epicenter at Angkor, has long been renowned for its architectural grandeur and sophisticated infrastructure. The advent of LiDAR technology has provided unprecedented insights into the scale and complexity of Angkor's urban sprawl, water management systems, and extensive road networks. These discoveries have significantly expanded our understanding of this ancient civilization, uncovering a host of new details about its construction methods, architectural styles, and the logistical prowess required to build such an expansive empire.
The prehistory of this place, at least of Cambodia, is not well known.
Between 2012 and 2015, a series of LiDAR surveys revealed the true extent of Angkor's urban sprawl. These surveys covered over 1,000 square kilometers, extending far beyond the well-known temple complexes of Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom. The detailed scans unveiled a densely populated urban environment with a highly organized grid-like pattern, showcasing the empire's sophisticated urban planning. The scans uncovered thousands of previously unknown residential areas, each consisting of houses, courtyards, and urban blocks. These residential zones were systematically arranged, reflecting a high degree of planning and social organization. Each household likely included wooden structures built on stilts, which have since decayed, leaving only the foundations visible through LiDAR. These homes were complemented by communal spaces and agricultural plots, indicating a well-balanced urban lifestyle. Angkor was revealed to be a hydraulic city, featuring an intricate network of canals, reservoirs known as barrays, and moats. These systems were crucial for irrigation, flood control, and sustaining the urban population. The network of water management structures showcased the Khmer Empire's engineering expertise, with meticulously designed channels ensuring efficient water distribution and management.
Archaeologists don't know the truth of Earth history. It is just that they keep on making noise.
The West Baray, one of the largest man-made reservoirs in the world, measures approximately 8 kilometers long and about 2 kilometers wide, with a capacity of around 50 million cubic meters. It played a pivotal role in Angkor's water management system. The East Baray, slightly smaller but equally impressive, was similarly designed to manage water resources efficiently. These barays not only served practical purposes, but also held significant religious and symbolic meanings. The construction of these waterworks involved elaborate spillways, dikes, and water channels. The spillways were engineered to manage water flow during the rainy season, preventing floods and ensuring a stable water supply year-round. The dikes and channels were constructed using massive sandstone blocks, each weighing several tons. These blocks were quarried from the Kulen Mountains, approximately 40 kilometers away, and transported to Angkor through a combination of riverine and overland routes. LiDAR technology has also revealed a network of ancient highways radiating from Angkor, connecting it to other major centers within the Khmer Empire. These roads were meticulously planned and constructed, reflecting the empire's emphasis on connectivity and control. Lined with rest stops and administrative outposts, these highways facilitated travel and communication across the empire. Some outposts included large structures, possibly serving as storage or garrison facilities, indicating their importance in maintaining the empire's cohesion. The discovery of raised causeways highlighted the advanced construction techniques employed by Khmer builders. These causeways, often several kilometers long, were elevated to remain functional during the monsoon season. LiDAR scans also uncovered numerous previously unknown temples and structures, some buried under centuries of vegetation.
This area became Indianized at this point. Indian patriots claimed that this was actually Greater India.
These discoveries included both small shrines and large temple complexes, enhancing the already rich religious landscape of Angkor. Among the newly discovered structures were small shrines with intricate carvings and large temples with multiple sanctuaries, reflecting the diverse architectural styles and religious practices of the Khmer Empire. Detailed mapping of remote temple sites like Bantay Chmar revealed intricate bas-reliefs and hidden chambers. Located in northwest Cambodia, Bantay Chmar is one of the largest temple complexes outside Angkor. The bas-reliefs at Bantay Chmar depict scenes of battles, religious rituals, and daily life. The temple complex also features large enclosures and moats, indicative of its significance and scale. The types and sizes of structures discovered through LiDAR are varied and impressive. Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world, covers an area of 401 acres. Constructed primarily from sandstone blocks, some weighing up to 1.5 tons, Angkor Wat is renowned for its grandeur and intricate bas-reliefs. Bayon Temple, known for its enigmatic smiling faces, features 54 towers adorned with 216 stone faces. The temple's complex structure includes numerous galleries and chambers, constructed using massive stone blocks. Ta Prohm, famous for the intertwining roots of large trees enveloping the temple ruins, exemplifies the blend of nature and architecture. This temple complex is extensive, with multiple courtyards and corridors, creating a sense of discovery and enchantment. The LiDAR scans also revealed the layout of residential and administrative buildings. Although the wooden structures have decayed, their stone foundations show the layout of residential areas. These houses were built on stilts to protect against flooding and pests. Along the highways, several large buildings likely served as administrative centers. Constructed with laterite and sandstone, these buildings featured multiple rooms and storage areas, highlighting their multifunctional use. Stone blocks used in these constructions were primarily sourced from the Kulen Mountains. Sandstone blocks, the primary material for temple construction, were transported to Angkor using a combination of river and land routes. Some of these blocks weighed as much as 1.5 tons. Laterite blocks, used primarily for foundation work and less visible structures, were sourced locally. Their porous nature made them easier to work with, though they were less durable than sandstone. In 2012, archaeologists using LiDAR technology rediscovered Mahendraparvata, one of the first major capitals of the Khmer Empire. This city, situated on Phnom Kulen Mountain, predates the famous Angkor Wat and offers a glimpse into the formative years of Khmer urban development. The LiDAR scans covered the dense jungle canopy, uncovering the hidden city and providing a comprehensive map of its layout. The city featured a grid pattern with clearly defined residential areas, public buildings, temples, and roads. The scans uncovered thousands of structures, including residential homes, administrative buildings, and religious complexes, illustrating the complexity and sophistication of the city's planning. Numerous temples, many dating back to the early 9th century, were discovered beneath thick jungle foliage. These temples provided valuable insights into the religious practices and architectural styles of the early Khmer Empire. Among the notable discoveries were Prasat O Paong and Prasat Damre Krab, which featured unique carvings and architectural elements, showcasing the artistic and religious fervor of the period. The discovery of causeways and bridges demonstrated the advanced engineering capabilities of the Khmer builders. These structures allowed for efficient transportation across challenging terrains, including rivers and valleys. The causeways were often elevated and lined with laterite and sandstone blocks, ensuring their stability and longevity even during the rainy season. The LiDAR scans revealed large-scale agricultural terraces on the slopes of Phnom Kulen Mountain. These terraces were used for rice cultivation and other crops, demonstrating sophisticated agricultural techniques that supported a large population. The terraces were meticulously constructed to manage water flow and prevent soil erosion, indicating a deep understanding of agronomy and environmental management. The presence of reservoirs and channels indicated a complex water management system designed to irrigate the terraced fields and manage seasonal water flow. These systems were essential for sustaining agriculture in the mountainous terrain. The reservoirs, known as barays, were strategically placed to collect and distribute water, ensuring a stable supply throughout the year.
Discovering the ancient Maya civilization has been like piecing together a giant, fascinating puzzle. Picture this. Back in the 16th century, Spanish explorers led by folks like Hernan Cortes stumbled upon the remnants of a once glorious civilization, with towering cities now reclaimed by the jungle.
Oh, the tragedy of the North American pyramids. There was once more than 1 million of them. Only 100,000 are left now.
Sadly, their initial encounters weren't the most respectful. A lot of Maya history got lost or destroyed, thanks to biases and a general lack of understanding.
The horrendous catastrophe of the Spanish conquest. The Spanish sent ahead of them terrible diseases like smallpox.
Fast forward to the 19th century, and there's a renewed buzz about the Maya. This time, it's explorers and adventurers trekking through the jungles of Central America and the Yucatan Peninsula, hungry for knowledge about these ancient peoples. Two guys, John Lloyd Stephens and Frederick Catherwood, became the rock stars of Maya exploration. In the 1830s and 1840s, they journeyed to sites like Copan and Palenque, sketching and writing about their finds. Their work lit up the world's imagination with tales and visuals of the Maya's grand cities and sophisticated culture. By the 20th century, studying the Maya had become a serious scientific endeavor. Archaeologists got down and dirty in the ruins, conducting careful digs and uncovering secrets that the Maya left behind. Big projects at places like Copan and Chichen Itza peeled back layers of mystery, revealing intricate details about how the Maya lived, worshipped, and governed themselves.
If you have a relatively short time frame to deal with, then searching for a lost civilization becomes much more complex and much more difficult.
Discoveries at Tikal and Palenque gave us peeks into royal life, with their elaborate tombs and stunning artwork, not to mention proof of the Maya's knack for architecture and stargazing. The lost city of El Mirador, hidden for centuries beneath the dense canopy of northern Guatemala's jungle, stands as a monumental witness to the ancient Maya civilization's grandeur and ingenuity. Rediscovered in the late 20th century, this city has profoundly reshaped our understanding of the Maya, pushing back the timeline of their architectural and societal achievements to much earlier than previously recognized. Flourishing from the 6th century BCE, El Mirador was a preeminent city in the Maya world during the pre-classic period, centuries before the rise of the more commonly known classical Maya cities such as Tikal and Palenque. Its scale and complexity are astonishing, with sprawling urban centers, elaborate plazas, and sophisticated water management systems, including reservoirs and canals, that supported a densely populated area at its zenith. The centerpiece of El Mirador is the colossal Ledanta Pyramid. Towering above the forest, Ledanta is not just the largest pyramid in the Maya world, but also one of the most massive ancient structures in the world by volume. The pyramid's base covers an area larger than 9 football fields, and it rises to a height of approximately 230 feet. Constructing Ledanta would have required moving millions of cubic meters of earth and stone. A staggering feat given the absence of metal tools, the wheel, or domesticated beasts of burden. This monumental effort underscores the advanced engineering skills and social organization of the Maya, capable of mobilizing and sustaining such a large workforce. El Mirador's discovery also brought to light an extensive network of raised causeways, known as Sakbiob, connecting it with other cities and settlements across the region. These causeways facilitated trade, movement, and possibly acted as political and ceremonial pathways, illustrating the city's importance as a regional hub. One of the most intriguing theories about El Mirador, and the pre-classic Maya in general, concerns the reasons for the city's decline and eventual abandonment around the end of the 1st millennium BCE. Researchers speculate that extensive deforestation and the demands of large-scale agriculture may have led to environmental degradation, reducing the city's ability to support its population. This theory suggests a cautionary tale about the sustainability of human-environment interactions, echoing modern concerns about environmental management and conservation. Comparatively, El Mirador and its monumental architecture can be paralleled with ancient Egypt's Old Kingdom, which was contemporaneously constructing its own colossal structures, including the pyramids of Giza. Both civilizations achieved remarkable architectural feats without the advantages of modern technology, relying instead on a profound understanding of engineering, astronomy, and mathematics. However, whereas Egypt's pyramids served primarily as tombs for pharaohs, Maya pyramids like Ledanta were multifunctional, serving as temples and possibly observatories, reflecting the Maya's integrated approach to religion, governance, and science. The decipherment of the Maya script stands as one of the most enthralling detective stories in the history of archaeology and linguistics. For centuries, the intricate hieroglyphs carved into stone monuments, painted on pottery, and written in the few surviving bark paper books remained a locked treasure trove of the ancient Maya civilization's wisdom. The breakthrough in the 20th century, primarily attributed to the insights of Russian linguist Yuri Knorozov, transformed our understanding of the Maya, unveiling a civilization rich in history, culture, and scientific knowledge. The Maya script is a complex system of glyphs which had stumped scholars for years. Early attempts at decipherment were hampered by the assumption that the script was purely ideographic, representing ideas rather than sounds, much like the Egyptian hieroglyphs before their decipherment. This led to numerous speculative and often incorrect interpretations of Maya texts. The turning point came in the 1950s with Yuri Knorozov. He proposed that the glyphs were not only logographic, but also phonetic, representing sounds. Knorozov's insight was based on the use of the Landa alphabet, a set of glyphs recorded by Spanish Bishop Diego de Landa, which had been dismissed by many as inaccurate. Knorozov suggested that these glyphs could represent phonetic sounds as well as logographic symbols. This approach opened the door to reading the Maya script as a fully functional writing system that included phonetic elements. Knorozov's work sparked a new wave of interest and research, leading to a collaborative international effort to crack the Maya code. Scholars such as David Kelly, Tatiana Proskouriakov, and later Linda Scheller and David Stewart, among others, made significant contributions. Proskuryakov, in particular, was instrumental in demonstrating that many inscriptions were historical records of Maya rulers and their deeds, rather than purely mythological texts as previously thought. This shifted the direction of Maya epigraphy towards historical reconstruction. One fascinating theory that has emerged from the study of Maya texts is the advanced nature of Maya astronomy and mathematics. The decipherment of the Dresden Codex, one of the surviving Maya books, revealed complex tables for predicting lunar and solar eclipses, the movements of the planet Venus, and the cycles of the Maya calendar. At the heart of their astronomical studies was the observatory at Chichen Itza, known as the Caracol. This structure, with its distinctive round dome and strategically placed openings, served as a window to the heavens, allowing Maya astronomers to accurately track the movements of Venus, the Sun, and other significant celestial entities. The precise alignment of the Caracol's windows with these celestial bodies' appearances and disappearances throughout the year underscores the Mayas' advanced architectural skills and their capacity to harmonize their construction efforts with their extensive knowledge of astronomy. This integration of astronomy into various aspects of Maya life highlights a civilization that valued the stars not merely as subjects of curiosity, but as essential guides for earthly endeavors. The Mayas' legacy in astronomy, evidenced by their codices, observatories, and calendars, offers a glimpse into a society that found harmony in the cosmic order and sought to align its terrestrial activities with the celestial rhythm. It's a tale not too dissimilar to the story of the Rosetta Stone and the Egyptian hieroglyphs, but with a twist. You see, the Rosetta Stone was like getting the cheat codes to understand Egyptian hieroglyphs because it had translations right there. But with the Maya, there wasn't a neat bilingual text lying around. Instead, figuring out what those intricate carvings and paintings meant required a mix of smart guessing, deep cultural dives, and a bit of detective work in understanding the symbols not just as pictures, but as a complex blend of sounds and meanings. Now imagine trying to understand a writing system that's not only about what things are, but also how they sound. And that's what the Maya script is all about. It's this incredible collection of over 800 different glyphs, making it one of the showiest, most elaborate scripts you could lay your eyes on. And the coolest part, we're still unlocking the secrets of this ancient script. The Maya script's ongoing decipherment is a reminder that history isn't just about looking back. It's a story that keeps evolving as we learn more.